Okay, YouTube, just wanted to do a video on this oddball wood splitter we have here. It's a, I don't know if it's something homemade or if it's an industrial machine that somebody scabbed a 68 Volkswagen Beetle on, the engine on, I should say. Like I said, it's something odd. I just thought it'd be a cool video to make. I've had it, I think, maybe 10 or 12 years. Doesn't take much to maintain it. Pretty much just keep oil in it. I dump junk fuel in it a lot of times. It just runs on dirt pretty much. I did not build it. There's things that I did to it that was a little bits of improvements here and there. I put a GM one-wire alternator on it. That's a cover off a rototiller. It didn't have any kind of platform or anything here. I had skids in there for years, but they get busted up and they get caught on stuff or whatever and they break. So this year I just kind of welded all this angle iron in here. I put it in there at an angle so everything kind of rolls my way. It's a pretty stout machine. I had intentions at one point of making some sort of outrigger that would accept like 8 or 10 foot pieces because I had access to locust, and I thought about making split rails, but I don't have access to locust anymore, so it's pretty much split whatever comes my way. I cut a couple pieces up here today just to show you how it works. Here's the rack we made the other day. Just want to show you that since the paint's dry. Like I talked about in the video, that's probably a feature I'll never use, but I might. I throw some stuff in there and dump it. So the debris that we have left over from our wood splitter and cutting nubs off of logs, we make charcoal with. Charcoal is expensive. Just wanted to show you this. There's 1,000 videos on YouTube of how to make it yourself. I'm not going to go through all that, but we made some one Saturday night. I just wanted to see how it turned out, and you can take a look with it. Basically what we're doing is just taking our good hardwood scraps and leftovers, you put it in your barrel, you're just cooking it down to pure carbon pretty much. So you can take your junk debris that you have laying around your yard or whatever left over from building debris or whatever, and you can use that for burning around the outside. You don't want to use that for your charcoal. But yeah, let's see how this turned out. Looks pretty good. Not sure what that is, I guess. So charcoal to me. Excellent. If you're going to stand around in your yard and be burning stuff in your burn barrel or whatever, you're going to be standing there drinking beer doing nothing, make some charcoal. So the machine is cold. I think I ran it a week or two ago. Has a little ritual we got to do. will start. A big piece like this, sometimes you gotta fight with it. So anyway, that's the gist of it. It's a pretty crude design. I don't think it had any kind of charging system on it that worked when I got it. Like I said, I put the GM single wire alternator on it, and I just used the old generator as a idler basically. It was easier just to leave it on there. It's a pretty crude design, whoever made it. It's cut and dry. I mean, it's just a lug joint coming right off the main shaft of the engine, and you can see that they just kind of crudely torched the transaxle housing out of it, and then, like I said, it just runs directly to this pump here, and this is our hydraulic oil reservoir, homemade stainless steel tank. Just a trailer axle, I guess. Looks like it has AMC Rambler wheels on it, or at least the hubcaps. After I did the charging system, I put this little tractor light on here, just so I could keep splitting at nighttime. There it is, half industrial, half homemade, I guess. Hope you enjoyed.